welcome to this highlight special of the CNBC Africa Charity Golf Day, hosted at the River Club Golf Course here in Johannesburg.
Who doesn't want to start the week off with golf, to be honest? Even though it's chilly, we're still staying warm. It's a good bit of banter out there.
It's so nice to do a sport you like while you're doing something good. So for me, being here is prestigious, it's pleasant, it's beautiful.
I think if we were not naive as golfers, we wouldn't be playing today. If this was work, we wouldn't be here. We would have given all sorts of excuses that, it's cold and we can't be going to work when it's cold. But because it's a noble cause, we are here.
Today's golf event seeks to gather industry players and private sector players alike to give them networking opportunities and raise funds for the ABN Education Trust. We spoke to some of the representatives that were in attendance today. Let's listen in for more. We are here at the River Club Golf Course on this chilly Monday morning. Bringing in your organization, ABN Africa, what was the decision behind joining us here today? And how do events like this contribute to building strong relationships with your clients?
Hi, thank you. ENS believes in relationships. We believe that lawyers are necessary not just to be around for transactions and to do what lawyers do, but also to assist in building relationships. And this day, it's important because we see media, we see professionals, we see business coming together. And that gives us a unique opportunity to build relationships so that we are able to learn from our communities, learn from different disciplines, and that allows us to collaborate. And we think collaboration and relationships and relationships built on trust is important.
I decided to join this golf day because I know the purpose of playing this golf day. It's not just about playing golf. It is mainly about 2-3 things. The first one is that it reaches out to charities. It supports education, and it is also a huge opportunity for networking with like-minded people.
I'm a owner of a marketing company called Upau Outsourcing, Upau Brand Builders. We specialize in branding all your marketing material, from your pins to your billboards, gazebos, flags, shirts. We are a local company, a triple BE company. We're based in Johannesburg. And we are like I said, we locally manufactured, so it reduces the company's cost by about at least 30%. So we do all our own printing, our own manufacturing. So that helps businesses on the bottom ends.
And we're well into the game today. How is it going on your end?
Well, for me personally, I'm 1 over after 5 holes. I'm very happy at my game. So yeah, I'm having a great time today. But despite the cold weather.
And other than a great game of golf, there are other opportunities to network and meet like-minded industry players. Anything you're hoping to achieve at the end of today?
Absolutely. I think I'm looking forward to the 19th hole, the dinner and stuff afterwards, so we can just network with the other business owners and see how we can have some business opportunities, or even share with them what we do, and even help other small businesses grow. So that's what we're here to do.
We do property development throughout the country. We're quite passionate about it. We try aim at the affordable housing, take almost like a stay-in-city vibe, and we give it to the masses, almost at entry level, because we believe property is a great investment. And we believe in the potential to create jobs and also to help people with sustainable living, and as well to invest in their future and have a good place for families to grow. It's pretty much what we do. We're very passionate about it. And it's great to be here.
And just also speaking on some of the people that are in attendance today, besides that charity aspect, it's the opportunity to network with like-minded individuals in your respective industry. Just tell us a little bit more about what you also hope to get out of today's event.
Well, I've seen quite big names of people attending the tournament, and yes, we're looking to connect. We're looking to make more business. I hope they enjoy my apparel so that I can also, do other golf days for them with, my premium brand. So we're looking to connect, and people must enjoy what I've brought. And thanks to CNBC Africa.
Bringing in your organization, Body Shop, why did you decide to join us today?
So we decided to join you guys because we believe in your initiatives as a brand that is sustainable, about supporting the youth, women and girls. This felt like something right up our alley and something we really want to be involved in. We're also such an ethical brand and really believe in the social work that other brands are doing. So it really did align with everything that we're about.
For us, it's all about protecting our planet as well as this our beautiful skin that we have. Most chemical sunscreens out there are super harmful to the environment as well as our bodies, and we don't really know about this. So the aim of Boob was to provide something that protected our planet and our skin. We were invited out here by CNBC. It's been a fantastic event. We feel privileged to be out here. It's been a fantastic day. It's a bit chilly and the sun's not necessarily out, but the UV is high, so it's always important to stay protected. It's been a lot of fun.
And since your entrance into the South African market, what can you say is some of the insights that you have seen and developed through your time, and also the strategic objectives you have in place to then capitalize on the opportunities?
So obviously, as a startup brand in South Africa, it's not very easy, but we're going into our second summer season now. And our main objective is to sort of enter the retail market. We have managed to get into Dis-Chem. We're in all of the surf stores around the country, and we do online sales as well. And it's pretty much about awareness for us at this point, educating the everyday customer on the importance of skincare, as well as the impacts that chemical sunscreens have on the environment. And so to be out here at an event like this and just have the opportunity to spread the word and educate people on the importance of it is really what it's all about for us.
The second half is also a prize giving and more efforts, an auction really, to sustain those funds that we are, gathering for the ABN Education Trust. Anything you're planning for the second half of the event?
Okay, so no, definitely I'm going to be attending. I'm looking forward to seeing what's there in the auction. It will depend, of course, whether I find something that I truly like. But if not, still, it goes towards a good cause.
And coming today to this charity event, because it's got an educational slant to it, that made it important for me to come and represent and be here. And I'm very thankful to Mpomakuru that actually invited me. So I'm so stoked to be here today.
Supporting the trust, the ABN Trust for Children, is an incredible, great initiative. So being involved with that is always good for us.
And do you have any message to anyone looking to join us for other future golf days?
It's one of the most incredibly well attended and well organized golf days. And again, the work that CNBC does with the trust, with ABN, I think it's incredible causes to get involved with.
The ABN Group was founded in 2007 by Zafar Siddiqui and Rakesh Wahi, with the vision of becoming the most trusted aggregator and disseminator of business and business news in Africa. The group is home to two of the most recognized and influential brands, CNBC Africa and Forbes Africa. Both brands have risen to #1 in their respective genres in sub-Saharan Africa and have played a key role in changing the negative perception on the continent. Although ABN is a small company, it is very conscious of its social responsibility and the need to be closer to the community and to ensure that its activities do not remain small-scale initiatives.
From the beginning, we have always been looking at CSR as a part of the group's mantra. We've always believed giving back to society is an important part, both as a company, a group, and as a family. We have been involved in charitable activities in all our markets, starting from an early age in India, where we had set up. My mother set up a vocational center in a city called Dehradun, and there's almost 30,000 girls that have been educated at that vocational center for the last over 35-40 years. So when we came here, we were doing a lot of ad hoc kind of activities where you'd give a little money here and a little money there. And I think it was around 2010-11 when I looked at some of the things we were doing and asked ourselves what should be the areas that we should actually support and do it in a kind of a concerted, consolidated manner rather than to do ad hoc, kind of commitments to CSR.
The ABN Education Trust was founded in 2011 by Rakesh Wahi to consolidate the CSR activities of the ABN Group. The trust is funded by the Wahi family, the ABN Group of Companies, and Transnational Academic Group, and thanks to its tireless efforts of its patron, Mrs. Saloni Wahi, Group Executive Director, Mrs. Roberta Naika, and other trustees, the trust has been working hard to raise funds with various initiatives such as women's leadership events, golf days, and auctions, and appealing to companies and individuals dedicated to helping those in need. The group has decided to focus on three main activities.
At the ABN Education Trust, we work at three levels. Firstly, we give sponsorships and bursaries at the undergrad level to deserving students. Secondly, we give internship opportunities across all our portfolio companies. And thirdly, and the most important and the one closest to my heart, is that we've taken on the responsibility of a couple of orphanages, not only in South Africa, but we also work very closely with a few in Ghana. And these orphanages, the ones which we have selected, are actually so small or rudimentary that neither do they get corporate funding nor government support. And they house little babies and children who would otherwise have nowhere to go.
One example is the Tutuzela Aid Community Center, which started in a small room behind a factory in Alexandra and now consists of a multi-bedroom facility located in Marlborough Gardens. The trust provides much needed support with no expected public recognition. The trust also supports the Siyabonga Orphanage located in the heart of Alexandra, a registered non-profit organization that provides shelter to the kids from the Alexandra township and surrounding areas.
Some of these children I have known since the age of 3 and 4, and today as 15 and 16-year-old young adults, it gives me so much happiness when they say one wants to become a cop. They're set of twins, one wants to become a physiotherapist and another wants to become an astronaut. So I think it's very important interacting with these kids and becoming a role model to them. And all of us together at ABN, individually and collectively, we try to be both aspirational and inspirational so that they just don't think about the space they are in currently. That's the government school or the orphanage, but they have big dreams.
Secondly, scholarships of higher education are given to students, especially young women. The trust offers scholarships to enable students to obtain qualifications. Similar scholarships have also been awarded to students from Ghana and Rwanda.
I was in the classroom and I was helping come in the class and say that there is a scholarship for one student. The dean of our department told me that you are the one who got that scholarship. From the bottom of my heart, I thank them because they played a big role in my life. Because without them, I have never studied and finished my school.
So thanks to the bursary, I was able to springboard what my career looks like right now and what it's eventually what it's going to grow to become. And without that, I don't think I would have been able to. We would have been talking a different story today.
The bursary has helped me a lot, especially giving me a chance to enhance my skills in graphics design And now I was able to start up my own company. And through all of this, I'd like to thank the ABN Education Trust so much for giving me the chance to enhance my skills, and because of that I'm able to branch out, I'm able to meet new people and actually show them what I'm able to do, you know.
The bursary meant a lot to me because it got me closer into succeeding my career, and thanks once again for this wonderful act of kindness. Thank you.
Thirdly, African youth are provided with internship opportunities that will provide them with the valuable work experience and provide them with the foundation they need to apply for jobs and enter the mainstream job market. The ABN Group, through its various companies, has provided over 375 internships so far.
So I applied for the ABN Trust Scholarship, I was interviewed, and what I remember is that I really got the sense that these people were all about helping young people like myself. They had a way of seeing into somebody's passion and in any way that they could.
The Sogolo community says there used to be graves here that were cleared to make way for the mine's activities.
Apart from this activity, the transnational academic group, TAG, also participates in various activities. The group provides students in emerging markets with access to world-class higher education and professional training and provides scholarships, grants and tuition discounts. TAG Ghana established the TAG Education Trust Fund to support the training and development of foundation beneficiaries and orphanages such as the Rising Star Home in Ghana.
Today, if you support the trust or you support any charity, you are investing in the future, the human capital of South Africa. You never know, when who may become a part of your company to carry on your legacy. And the second part is at a spiritual level, you do good, you get good. So it's very, very simple.
To everybody that is participating in the golf day, I'd encourage you to, in any shape or form, contribute so that your contribution will go a long way in educating people as well as supporting the orphanages that we support. So do not hesitate to pull your purses out today and contribute generously towards a good cause.
For more information about these initiatives or to get involved, contact the ABN Education Trust at the following email address.
So it's been a long journey. On the very onset, let me tell you that when I work with these little ones, when we started working with them in the orphanages, they were 3 and 4 months old. And now these girls are 15 and 16. So they finally know how to pronounce my name, and I also know how to pronounce their names. In short, it's been a long journey of bonding. And God has been very kind to us. South Africa, in fact, the entire African continent has been very kind to us in terms of the work which we've been able to do here. And it's just equally important that we give back. And I'm very happy to say that over the years we made a lot of progress. When we started with the very first orphanage, it was one small room in a factory in Alex, and we, along with other benefactors, were able to relocate them into a 5-bedroom house in Kevin. So the kids are happy, they're growing well. That was the very first one that we worked with, and we're now working very closely with the second one, which houses all young girls. So we love to mentor them a bit. Then actually I can go into a long story about all the initiatives we've done, but just to keep it short, yes, we've made a lot of progress. And what is most encouraging for me after last year's golf day is that we've had people come in and pitch with 100 pairs of shoes, and of course the money which enables us further to include more children into our bursary scheme as well. So I'm sure most of the people know what the ABN Education Trust is about, which is why I'm not going into the nitty-gritties. But yes, we are very blessed that we've had the support of everybody to help us in this journey. We've got some new faces, some new children who will be bursars this year. And we like to make a difference one child at a time. In fact, I have a very important message to give everybody who's listening out there, that very often those of us who are blessed, individually or as corporates, we hesitate because we want to do big things. But honestly, the pot gets filled with a drop at a time. So the most important thing is to go out there and help somebody who's in need and not to worry as to how big the gesture is or how tiny the gesture is. That's most important.
But I know you've mentioned how long-standing this brand or this initiative has been and how we know, but I would really like to highlight how it starts from day one. The model of support starts from very young age, well into developing these young people and preparing them for their careers. Can you tell us why the approach has been so long-standing?
It's been long-standing because you need to hold, firstly, you need to hold their hands of the little ones when they're really tiny so that they build on their moral values and their value system. And of course, now we're at that stage, the critical juncture, because most of these young ones who were 3 and 4 months and 2 years and 3 years are now in the last years of school, entering into varsity and then into their career, in their career professional lives. So actually right now we're at the juncture where our responsibility of helping out is most critical, because till now we were just helping them have a happy childhood, stay medically fit and know that there's somebody there to be with them. But now, from now, actually this year our emphasis is going to be on how do we mold them into responsible adults who are fit for a career of their liking and their choice. So yes, it's been a long journey and the real work starts now. And we really need the support of the community, the corporates out there, the community, because this is not something that we can do alone. We want to be enablers, and in order to be enablers, we need the support of every individual and collective out there to help us. So please, they should be, we will approach them for internships, for jobs, so that these young adults can contribute well to the South African economy. And, it's a spiral effect, it's a domino effect. If they have good careers, they marry well, then the next gen is all set. And of course, as everybody knows, we are living in very difficult times, very uncertain times. But also technology is such that these uncertain times, these kids can leapfrog into a very progressive and successful life because of the opportunities. These opportunities did not exist in our time or perhaps even in your time. But the next gen, just one great idea and they're all set. So yes, we're looking forward to this difficult, encouraging and yet most promising period forward.
Your pieces are one of the many items that are going to be auctioned here today. I know that it is a laborious task that you put your work and your mind to every year, but just walk us through this year's collection.
So just to give you a little feedback, I didn't know what clay meant. I didn't know what ceramics or pottery meant till I came to South Africa, good 20 years ago. And this is South Africa's gift to me. The pieces that I make, the flow that happens, it's all because of the enabling environment that I received here. So coming back to the collection, this year's collection is called Illumination Series A, because as you mentioned earlier, we are going to have a second golf day towards the last quarter of the year when Illumination Series B will be presented. Now, each of these pieces that I've done are truly unique. I like to challenge the clay. Almost that clay becomes like paper. They're paper thin. It's not clumpy, it's not lumpy. And to tell you the process in just 2-3 lines or quickly as fast as I can, you take clay. The clay speaks to you. You have a vision, but the clay has a different vision. So you need to coincide those two visions. You create a form which goes into the kiln where it's fired for 7 to 8 hours at very high temperatures of 1,000 and plus. Then the kiln is cooled for 24 hours. And then the second stage is what you get bisque. Then you apply glazes, oxides. There's a lot of science and a lot of creativity that goes into it. Again, it goes into the bisque for 7-8 hours, and again, you have a 24-hour wait. And now, the pieces of this year's auction is Illumination Series A, is are pieces which I've actually worked all through 2024, and they're only ready now. So, yes, I hope you'll be able to share some pictures. It'll be nice to see these. So, I have two set of babies, the ones in the orphanage and these clay creations. These ceramic creations are my babies as well. So, we have a total of so it's Illumination Series A. So we start with Blue Ribbon, which is a very funky young piece of light, illumination, hence light, and you can place it in your study or like your workplace. Then we progress to a bright crimson red heart, which is very romantic to increase the romance, the feeling of empathy, romance, and it doesn't have to be between husband and wife. It can be between siblings as well. Just the warm love, which in fact, I feel that all of us are so in need of. You see what's happening in different parts of the world. People have forgotten the importance of love, in its purest form. Hence the red heart. The third piece which I've done it's called Candle in the Wind from the famous song. It's an all white number and it can be used for any festive occasion. What I like to do is to challenge the clay into forms which are not normally seen. So they're very fragile, there's a lot of movement, they're very ethereal. And the second last piece is a vertical garden, secret garden. It's a tall, light structure with full of leaves and barks, and the one which is closest to my heart and the most difficult one to create, it calls Flowers of the Ocean. If you look at this structure, it's about 1.5 feet in height, and it's absolutely paper thin. So there's again a lot of play between the sea and the ocean and land and corals, and I hope people will be generous and bid for them, because every penny from this, every rand goes to the trust, to fund the trust, and through that we try and help as many young people as we can.
And that's how we wrap up this highlight special at the CNBC Africa Charity Golf Day here at the River Club in Johannesburg. From me, Gyamo Mosipile, and the rest of the CNBC Africa team, it's goodbye for now.